I was thinking, honestly, thank you, because I was inspired by your style of interviews.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't know if you noticed that I kind of jocked your style for a little bit with when we had Destructive, because I like that whenever somebody brings up an artist, boom, you put the
clip.
music video or whatever.
Yeah.
I love that, and I was like, dude, like, because that got me engaged in the video. So when I had Destructive on, and I asked him like, hey, like, I forgot the question. It was something like, how was it working with pugs? So I said pugs. Boom! I put up the video.
I love it. Yeah.
And the thing is, me and Jesse, we have a little inside thing, because Pugs, if you notice, every time he raps, he starts off with "check it." Like all the time. I didn't
notice that.
It cracks us up because it's always like every time Pugs, like he'll come up like on YouTube or whatever, and then we'll just be like, check it all the time. So if you notice that clip, every clip that I put up, it's always Pug saying check it.
Well, that should have been on camera.
No, it's recording. It's recording. Yeah, we're good.
Oh, okay.
So let's start it. Welcome back, everybody, to the 805. Oh my God, I'm thinking about the media day now. It's been happening like that.
This is great content already, bro. So just be you. You know what I'm saying?
All right, yeah. As you guys can see, it's just me today. She's gonna be the first one I've ever interviewed by myself. As you guys can see, I'm nervous as fuck now that we're recording. But you saw the difference as soon as the cameras were on and when they were off. But welcome back, everybody, to the Origin Podcast. Today, very special guest coming all the way from Lompoc. We got Shamonte from AudicyVisuals. Give it up. It's just
Appreciate you, brother.
Oh yeah, thank you for coming. Thank you.
Of course.
It's very different when the pressure's all on me, compared to when I have my boys, when I got my cousin, I got Jesse. It's very different. That's why I'm kind of like, oh shit, I don't know.
That's me almost every time, bro. So now you know how I feel.
Yeah, but at least you're behind the camera.
Yeah, true.
And that was honestly one of my, that was going to be my job when I was going to help Jesse with his whole podcasting. Because originally it was his idea. He wanted to do the podcasting, and I was not going to be on camera. So I was like, dude, I got you. Everything editing wise, graphic designing, whatever, I got you. But I don't know. I asked him, I'm like, after a while, because he's like, I gotta get a camera, I gotta get a table. He finally got everything, and I asked him, what's up with the podcast? He's like, yeah, bro, that shit ain't gonna happen. I'm like, why? He's like, I look stupid. I'm just like, God damn, bro. I'm like, so what are we gonna do? He's like, nah, bro, I'm not gonna do it. I'm like, okay, cool. Years passed by, a couple years. It was during COVID. So then I come back, and I'm like, I just had that itch. I was like, dude, we got to do something. What the fuck? Like, you have this idea, and I want to be a part of it. Like, we can't just let it die. So then I was like, dude, I'm going to do it. If you want to do it, I'm going to do it. And he's like, oh, hell yeah. If you're going to do it, then I'll do it. I'm like, okay, cool. Let's do it. So I told my cousin, too. I was like, hey, bro, we're going to do a podcast. Like, you want to come on? And he's like, fuck yeah, let's do it. And then that's where we're at now.
Crazy.
Except they're not here.
Yeah, now you're the one in charge.
No, yeah,
you see
yeah.
how that works?
Yeah, but I mean, that's why, like, I took it upon myself. Like, you know, like, this is my podcast. Like, I run the show. So what a better way to test it than with somebody that interviews people.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, so that's why I was like, nah, you know what? I was, not that I was freaking out, but I was nervous. I was like, what am I going to ask her? Like, what am I going to do? But I was like, you know what? It is what it is. She knows how it is. You know how it feels to be interviewed or interview someone.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? She's got me. I got it. Let's just do it.
You're ahead of me, though, because I've never been on camera interviewing someone. So you're ahead of me.
No, yeah. Like, it was hard in the beginning, honestly. It was, because when you don't have anything to talk about, it's hard to just come up with a conversation. Like, in the beginning, we were just like, so what do you want to talk about? Then we were just like, I don't know. And then they would like, Hector, just start it. And I'm just like, well, what do you want me to say? Like, I would get mad at them because I'm like, you can't just make me like dance, boy, dance.
Yeah.
Like, but nah, like, it's a whole different feeling right now. Just interviewing.
As soon as the camera comes on, right? Because you and I were talking like 30 minutes straight, but as soon as the camera came on, we're just
it was a chill conversation.
Up. Yeah.
But nah, all right.
We're gonna tango today. We're just gonna chop it up
for real. That's why I had to take a quick sip just because I'm nervous today. But like we said, you come from Lompoc, right?
Yep. Born and raised. But with everything you're doing right now, you've been mostly going down south, right? Like LA. So born and raised in Lompoc, lived there most of my life. I did move to Virginia in 8th grade for a year. I moved to Texas for a year in 10th grade. And in August, I moved to LA because of everything I'm doing. Me and my family used to go to LA, I want to say at least once a month, sometimes twice for shows, events, spend gas money, hotels, food for me, my girl, and the kids. So it got really expensive. So it's actually cheaper. I know LA is a lot more expensive, right? People say that, but I'm like, it evens out because I used to be traveling there all the time.
Yeah, well, all the expenses, it's like you might as well just live there.
Yeah, it's been great.
Especially because that's where all your work is at, right?
Yep.
Because, I mean, let's talk about Lompoc a little bit. Not a lot of people know about Lompoc. Maybe now they know about it because of the whole SpaceX thing and, you know, the Space Force. But how was it growing up in Lompoc?
Very small town. Actually, in kindergarten, me and my neighbors would walk maybe 5 blocks, 5 pretty long blocks to elementary school. Just, you know, maybe we were like a couple in kindergarten, a couple in first grade.
Oh, my God.
It was that small of a town where you could do that, you know. I used to skate all over town. This is back in the day before cell phones, of course. So I'd tell my grandma I'm going out for the day. End up at the skate park halfway across town. It was just a small, chill town.
Is this the infamous skate park that everybody keeps talking about from Lompoc?
I guess so. Are they?
Is it College Park?
College Park, yeah.
Okay, shout out College Park, everybody, because, yeah, we've had a couple of Lompoc homies come by, and they're always talking about, oh, College Park, College Park.
Yep, it is College Park. Yeah, so that's been around since I was in elementary school. So, yeah, it's just that small town where you don't have to worry about getting kidnapped, robbed, any of that type of stuff. It's changed a lot now, but...
No, yeah, that's what we get from the people that come and they talk about it, because it's like we had the homie Slim Sav on. Shout out Slim Sav. You interviewed him too. Mm-hmm. He told us that at a certain point he was, I don't want to say homeless, but he was homeless and he was living at the skate park. He's like, I'll just go knock out there and not have to worry about nothing. He's like, I just sleep in the bowl and I'm knocked out right there.
I missed that story.
Yeah, he didn't tell you
he
that.
Didn't tell me that part.
Yeah, that's what he told us about that. Unless it was Neto, either or, but that was a thing. He's like, well, I think he even said it himself too. Neto is that it was that like safe there that you could just literally go. You got kicked out of your house for whatever reason was, come by and just knock out.
Yeah, that's what kind of town it was. Not like that anymore, but yeah, that's how it was growing up.
Dang, but what was some of the music that you grew up listening to?
I grew up on all hip hop. I mean, since I can remember, my mom was in her early 20s when I was in elementary school. She was always having parties, barbecues. The kids were running around playing video games. She was bumping, like, at that time, Master P a lot, you know, Exhibit, Ice Cube, Snoop Dogg, all that stuff. So I grew up on a lot of West Coast hip hop. And a lot of R&B. I'm a sucker for R&B. Even though I have a hip hop podcast, you know, R&B is my thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna ask too. Is there any like specific genre that somebody like that'll look at you and they're like, oh, she doesn't listen to this?
Like something that I listen to?
Yeah.
Country.
Okay.
Luke Combs is one of my favorite artists.
No
one would ever think that.
Yeah, a lot of people keep bringing up Luke Combs. Is he like the popular guy right now, or?
He's a country singer. He has amazing voice, just good music. But R&B, in my opinion, is similar to country. You know,
it's just with a different tone, right? Like, or different
instruments, guitars, and stuff like that. Yeah, but it's all about deep music that tugs at your heartstrings. That's the type of music I like.
Dang, that's. Yeah, I would not have guessed country.
Yeah,
I feel like a lot of people now are actually being more open towards country. Like, I feel like. Before, at least for us, my generation, it was always like, oh, you're a redneck, you're listening to country, like, what's wrong with you?
Well, you got like Morgan Wallen making music with Lil Durk and stuff now.
Oh shit,
did you know that?
No, I did not.
Yeah, so it's kind of colliding together, but actually Nelly was the first one to do it. You might have been too young. How old are you?
I'm 28.
You're 28? Yeah. Okay, I'm 5 years older than you. So back in the day, Nelly came out with a song called Over and Over Again with Tim McGraw, country and rap.
Dang.
Yeah.
And that was it a banger? Or was it like
it was a banger?
It was on the billboards and everything.
It was a banger. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got.
You're gonna have to add a clip. There you go. clipped. Yeah. So they've been colliding.
Style. Damn. Well, I'm telling you, I would not have guessed country, but I'm telling you, like, everybody's been coming in here talking about Luke Combs, so like, he's got to be good. I gotta listen to him now. But so you grew up Lompoc. You moved out. Now you're living in LA. What inspired you to do AudicyVisuals? Where was the idea? Where did it come from?
Okay, so ever since I can remember, I've been a fan of local music from Lompoc. My stepdad actually was a rapper in Lompoc way back in the day, 90s. Amazing music. OES, I'll have to send you a clip of that. So ever since I can remember, I've been around hip hop. But I remember in high school, my boy Bose, rest in peace, I came across his music on MySpace, and I was like, this is amazing. Like, at that time, not many locals were rapping, you know? It was just like a Hollywood thing or LA thing or New York. And I was like, I can't believe that local people can make music just like the stars, you know, at that time. So I was a big fan, always supported it. And we had many more Lompoc rappers come after that. And I was always just a big fan, supporter. I love the culture. Everybody getting together, going on stage, you know, listen to rap music, the graffiti, everything involved with the hip hop culture. I'm a fan of. So during COVID, well, actually before COVID, I don't know if you know who the Boy West Coast is.
Yes.
He hit me up. I grew up around him. He hit me up and he was like, I need a picture for my mixtape. I need a photo shoot. I was doing family photos at the time. I was like, all right, let's do it. And it ended up being dope as fuck. Like, it was guns, lowriders. I was like, this is so cool. Like, you can be creative. It's not like family pictures, you know?
Yeah.
I fell in love with it. Did a bunch of other rappers in the area. And then I was like, I'm going to step it up a little bit. So I started promoting music, sharing their music on my page, mixing it with the pictures. And then I interviewed an OG in the game, Caponiac. He was on the Billboard charts back in the 90s, and I fell in love with it. Dang. So I just took it. Then I started doing battles. I started doing reactions. I just created this platform. And I'm kind of just like fine-tuning it and trying to create my own lane. So that was during COVID, and it was super popular. Everybody was at home, so everybody had time. My first rap battle, there was at least 100 entries. Oh, shit. And I think there was 3 states and at least like 10 cities. It was crazy. And here I am, you know?
That's crazy. Like, so I would not have thought. How did you get into that? Like, you were doing family photos?
Yeah.
Was that like, were you working like at a store and that was your job, or you were doing it as a side hustle?
It was a side hustle. So 2016, that was a weird year. That was when like all this came about. But 2016, that was one of the years I was single, because I've been in relationships all my life. So I had all this time on my hands, you know? And this is funny. So there was a Forex movement. You ever hear about Forex?
Yeah.
Where they recruit people and it's like a pyramid scheme.
Oh, okay. No.
Okay, so yeah, there's this thing called Forex. It's about stocks, and like they have this thing where you got to get people to sign up, and you supposedly teach them Forex, and then you got this whole downline and all this stuff, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So I did that with me and some buddies, and it ended up being a pyramid scheme, right? But they taught you everything about mindset, the law of attraction, all that, and I had never heard of any of that, and it changed my life. You know, I started, instead of listening to music in the car, I would start listening motivational shit.
Okay.
Les Brown and stuff like that, you know? So it changed my life. And then one day we were just bored, and we always traveled. I barely worked maybe 20 hours a week at the time. We always went to beaches and stuff. And we're like, what could we do? What could we do on Instagram? What kind of platform could we have? So we would take, it was so weird. We would take glasses, and wherever we were, we would prop them up and do photo shoots and stuff with it. So that's when I picked up a camera. And then we got introduced to another buddy that did portraits. So we bought our first cameras, and we were doing that type of stuff. And that ended up family photography in the area. People started hitting me up. And I actually created my own family portrait photography business.
No way.
I haven't done a photo shoot in a year. I probably won't pick it up again, because I fell in love with the hip hop side, you know?
Hey, but I feel like you said, like the whole family photography is just like get down to business, and you already know what you're going to do. Set up this way, pose this way, shoot it, boom, we're done. Yeah. But with the whole hip hop scene, you got to be creative as fuck. Mm-hmm. Like either it be a concert, music video, behind the scenes, whatever. There's so much work to do besides just a family picture, you know? Absolutely. And is that what attracted you? So you're saying that's what attracted you, right, to the hip hop, or not hip hop, but the whole doing AudicyVisuals?
Well, yeah, because the boy West Coast hit me up to do a photo shoot, and then I started doing a bunch of rappers. And then I was like, I got this camera. How could I step it up extra level? So I hit up Caponiac, did his interview. A lot of people liked it, and it just took off from there. But I made sure to start with all the OGs in Lompoc. I did about 5 of them, and then I branched out.
And at the time, you were just like taking pictures of them, or was it you were already doing video interviews?
I started with Caponiac doing the interviews. So at first it was pictures, and then I took it up another notch and started doing interviews.
But what gave you the idea? You're like, I need to hear their story. I want to put their story out there. Like,
well, yeah, I was just trying to step it up a notch, get away from pictures. What could I do next? And interviews, you know, I've been watching interviews all my life, 106 in Park and all that stuff. So, yeah, that's what made me get into it. I brought that up
one time to one of our guests, and he's like, "What is that?" I was like, "What the hell?" Like,
that's
I made me feel old, and then I was like, "Bro, how do you not know what that is?"
Yeah,
but yeah, the whole internet killed TV. So
yep.
And what can you say that was like a very like major moment for you for AudicyVisuals, where you're just like, "Damn, this is gonna take off, and this is what I really want to do." Was it that Boy West Coast, or was it something else?
I want to say it was just gradual. Like, I just kept sharing music. I mean, at one point, my platform was all 805 artists, and I shared any and every artist. Ones just starting out, ones that were very seasoned. I shared everybody. That's how my platform came about, because I was like, you know, we got LA, we got the Bay, we have so much talent here. People need to know about it. So that's how I started off. And I just got really good feedback. People enjoyed it. I got to do what I love, going to hip hop shows, which I did before my platform anyway. And it just gave me something to do while I was there.
And I mean, I don't want to get no controversial or nothing, but coming from Lompoc, like from what I've seen is like a lot of people don't really show love to that area. Like, especially like a little up north from where we're at. Like everything from Ventura County down LA County. That's most like what like you hear from in our area. Like when they say 805, honestly, at least for me coming up, I always thought it was like Thousand Oaks up all the way just to Ventura. I didn't know it went as far as it does. You know, what's the furthest it goes up north, like to
all the way to Morro Bay, I believe.
I don't even know what that is. That's what I'm saying.
It goes really far, dude. And I didn't know any of that either until I started the platform, and I just kept digging in more and more and more, and I realized how many cities there were. But I want to say Oxnard is mentioned the most because it's the closest to LA. That's what I think.
But even then, nobody really mentions Ventura or even like Thousand Oaks, or it's always been Oxnard.
Yeah, it's true.
But
you guys got heavy hitters, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not trying to show off or anything, but yeah, we got heavy hitters out here. Nah, yeah. But I feel like it's also because we're the most populated. Like we have the biggest population in Ventura
County. That makes sense. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and it's like we have such a mixture of cultures there, at least now, especially because we have a lot of people coming in from LA, but it's been predominantly just Mexicans. But I mean, I don't know. Like, I feel like it's also like we get inspired from all the people from LA, and we just always wanted to like mimic that. But why do you feel that Lompoc or that area up north doesn't really get as much love as we get over here in our area?
My opinion is you guys are closer to LA. That's just my opinion. And like you said, the population, I never thought about that, but Lompoc's super small, you know? I'm not sure. But we have a lot of talent back home over there. And that's what I was doing. I was trying to bridge the gap.
And I wouldn't have known that if it wasn't for Neto. Shout out Neto. Neto and the homie Ben. They were repping AudicyVisuals at 805 Media Day, right? So
yeah.
So we met them there. And they were the first people from Lompoc that we ever like came in contact with through the podcast. So we had them on there. And we were like, bro, these guys are cool as fuck. Like, we got to bring them on the podcast. Like, because we covered the 805 Media Day, and we did a whole run through, and like we talked about it off camera. But yeah, I don't think it's gonna go down like that because it's such a fucking.
It was a lot.
It's a lot. Like, we were literally fighting people, like get away from the cameras. Like they were jumping on the scene. I'm just like, bro, we're interviewing somebody right now. What are you doing? Oh, we want to be on the podcast. I'm like, I get it, but we're recording. Like, But yeah, it was crazy. Like I feel like if we were to do that again, we got to get like yellow tape or something. Like, hey,
it was a trial run, so now we all know that we
yeah,
want to take a different approach.
yeah, and
amazing event though.
For real, it was like a lot of networking, and that was the biggest thing. Because look at all you're on now, and we're about to have the second annual 805 Media Day. That's how crazy, how much work came about from just one event.
Yeah, I was working, so it was in August, and I was putting out shit till December.
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy.
Well, we were booked from that 805 Media Day. We booked the rest. Well, it happened in August. We were booked out all the way till November because I cut it off in November. Because we had so many people hitting us up, or even vice versa. And Tweezy was shooting a lot of people our way. We had so much work that I had to cut it off in November because we got to be realistic. At November, the holidays are coming up. I don't want to. I take into consideration my guys. They all want to have their family time. Holidays, spend time with family. I'm not gonna schedule a podcast with a certain individual and then maybe them flake and then we're here when we could be with our family.
Absolutely.
So I had to cut it off November, but even then, we had so many videos recorded. The holidays, we already had videos recorded up till this year, 2025. That's why with Destructive Films, he was one of the few that were like at the very end that we were recording with, and even he posted it on his Instagram. And he's like, this video's gonna come out 2025, and he's like, it's November. Like, what the fuck?
Crazy.
But that's how much work we had from just that one event. And then now I'm telling you, like, now we're coming back. What month are we on? It's April, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't even know when it's gonna come out. But it's gonna come out maybe by the next 805 Media Day.
It's crazy.
So, yeah.
That's what Antweezy wanted, so it worked, and it's connected a lot of us.
And what did you think of that event, though? Like, all the networking you did, and how did you see that?
I thought it was amazing for the culture. I've never seen anything like it. I've been in the 805 hip-hop scene since COVID, about 5 years now. Came across a lot of individuals, promoters, podcasters, and I've never met anybody like Antweezy. He's really good at what he does. He brings us all together, and it's amazing. I think it was an amazing event. And
he might have attended a 4X.
Right?
He might have. I don't know. He might be with the what is it called? Those that cult. What is it? Don't worry, Tom Cruise. What is it?
Oh, Scientology.
He's probably a Scientologist.
I could totally see him being a Scientologist.
And Tweezy, we're gonna expose you, bro. You're a Scientologist.
He'd be great at that, man. Don't let them get their hands on Antweezy.
Hey, bro, we got to protect him at all costs.
He could have his own little cult, man. He really brings people together. It's amazing. Yeah. I think he's done a lot for the culture already in a year, because he just came to light like a few months before that, I believe. He just hit me up too. He had no followers, and he was like, hey, I need to do this. He's like, we need to start pushing the 805 rappers and blah. And I was like, who the fuck is this dude?
Yeah. Right? And the thing is, we all listen, though.
Yeah. Well, at first I was like a little like, I have no idea who you are, But after a few months, he started showing his face on podcasts and stuff. And I was like, this guy's the truth.
Yeah, he's
going to be the one to push us to the next level.
Yeah. And honestly, I feel like a lot of people, and it sucks to say, a lot of people are just waiting for him to like give
the next move.
Yeah, it's like, what do you want us to do? Like, we're the cult now, without trying, he built a cult around himself, But I mean, it's just crazy. Like, it gave us so much work without really even like. I don't want to say there wasn't that much effort, because he did a lot behind the scenes. He had to hit up everybody. Like, he came on the podcast. He told us, he's like, I didn't copy and paste the same message to everybody. He's like, I handwrote everything. I gave you a specific message. I gave you a specific message. Everything was individually made. Like, it wasn't copy.
Maybe we sensed that, and that's why we were, intrigued by it.
Yeah. And it was little by little, like, everything he was putting up there, like, the whole, like, they were doing raffles. They were raffling, like, studio time, tattoos. They were raffling merch. Like,
it was good stuff.
Like, he promoted it like it was the greatest thing for up-and-coming artists. And it was, because if you're an up-and-coming artist, you want to put your name out there. You want to have merch. You want to have studio time. I think they even raffled a music video. I don't know if Destructive might have done it. Shout out Destructive.
Yeah.
But to get all that for free, I don't even remember who won.
And there was like 6 podcasts there, and I'm pretty sure a lot of them got on all of our podcasts.
Yeah, well, I'm telling you, we had so many people. I don't even know what the fuck happened.
Yeah,
because I'm telling you, I don't remember seeing you there, but I remember seeing the area you were because I saw all the videos you posted, and I was like, she was over there. I'm like, I don't remember seeing you, but I seen that little area having so much movement. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But at the same time, I was focusing on our area because we had so many people. It was like, damn, it was crazy. But I mean, we got to see 2025 805 Media Day.
Yeah, because that was a trial run for everybody, so this one's going to be even bigger and better.
Yeah. I have some info, but I don't want to say it on here. But it is, I don't know.
Even Demiza was there. I know he wasn't there for a very long time, but he's huge in the industry. That was epic alone.
Okay, you see, Antweezy, next time, shoot Demiza over to Shamonte, because Antweezy shot him to me, right? He pulled up with Lil Bams. Respectful guys. Cool. But Antweezy just pulls me over to the side. He just grabs me. He's like, hey, bro, all you got to know, he's a legend. Treat him like a legend. Bro, I don't listen.
Scary.
I don't listen to rap. I don't know who he is. I don't know what influence he's had on the culture. I felt so bad after I found out who he was. I was like, bro, I just sat down next to this guy. I interviewed him in the weakest way possible. That I was just like, man, like, I mean, but the thing is, with that information, what do? You don't know the guy. You don't know anything about him. And they tell you treat him like a legend.
So I would start with introduce yourself for the people that don't know you. That's my famous thing to say, so I can learn real quick who they are.
I'm gonna write these down. Hold up.
You gotta have. So I just have generic questions ready for anybody. So when we went to Rhyme Fest, it was me and my buddy Tommy. I want to say he's from Oxnard. Do you guys know him?
Tommy
El Dirty Sucio.
Yeah, he sounds familiar. Yeah.
So I brought him. It was me and him. I'm a little bit older than him. Know more about hip hop than him. And he's super young, but we ran into Grouch from Living Legends, and neither one of us knew who he was. And he was like, all right, tell people what your name is, and he's like, I'm Grouch from Living Legends. We still didn't know what that was.
You're like, right? Damn, that would strike out. I don't know what.
So it was a hit. The interview was a hit. It was actually an outfit check, but everybody in the comments was roasting my boy Tommy for saying, how the fuck do you not know who Living Legends is?
You see what I mean? Luckily, I didn't record it. It was live. So it's out there. You guys want to go find it. But
you don't think it was good at all?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm here with the Mizza and Lil Bams. And I think I did it on the live too. I was like, I'm so sorry, bro. I don't listen to rap. I'm a paisa. I just straight up told him, I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm a paisa. I don't listen to rap. He's like, oh, it's all good, bro. Don't worry about it. He was more like focused on Lil Bams because he's, they're there promoting him.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, cool. Thank you. So I moved over. I was like, hey, Lil Bam, what's up, bro? How is it growing up? Or how is it in Santa Barbara or whatever? Like,
we have to be ready at all times. Yeah. That's one thing that I've learned.
But honestly, what I was focusing on that live was like, just focus on the 805 Media Day. How do you feel at the 805 Media Day? Like, I felt like it was repetitive, but at the same, that's all I had.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know anybody there. Like, besides Artificially Genuine. Like, we tapped them into the whole event, so we didn't know anybody besides Antweezy. So it's like everything was new, and I'm treating everybody with respect because I don't know who they are, what they can lead up to. Shout out Foxy. Like, Foxy came in with Sonically Inclined. Like, everything that happened after that, like, dude, he's helped us out a lot. Like, all these other people, like Neto, he's bringing us a lot of people down from Lompoc. Like, you guys go watch that video. It was a great video. I felt like it was a great video because we covered a lot of people in a short amount of time. Man, we were fucking beat. Like, we were there we weren't there early, I'm not gonna lie. We were there a little late. But we were there all the way till the very end. So that was a good thing that I had talked to Antweezy about too with Brittany. Was that the cool thing about that video was you get to see the whole event play through with all the guests, but then at the very end you get to see Antweezy sit down at that chair. Finally, he didn't sit down at all that whole day. He sits down and talks to us, and he gives us his whole feedback at the end of the day. It's just like, it was just a cool closer.
I haven't watched that, so I'll definitely check that out.
I recommend it. That was our first, like, I think it's a 2-hour long podcast.
And that was your intro into 805 hip hop, correct?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Like, I grew up listening to rap. Yeah, I did. I loved Tupac, Biggie, Bone Thugs and Harmony. Cool. Any local rappers I knew was Eastside Click, Brown Intentions, Most Wanted, R.I.P. Mad Dog. Who else? Oh, closer to you guys is a Triple C. CLS. That was it. But they're not. They weren't like to our era, you know, like now. They still keep it. They still keep up. Like DJ Dominator, shout out Dominator, he's cool. Like, they're still active now, but they're not as active as like all these new artists. You know what I mean? Like the local artists, like doing music videos. That they do, but you know what I mean. That's all I knew, and they weren't there. So I was like, "What the hell is all this?" These are all young kids, like either my age or younger. So I'm just like, "What the hell? What is this?" It's a totally different beast. So especially, I'm telling you, like, we had the Mizza there and all these young kids, and I was just like, "What the fuck?" Like, and it sucks because my cousin and Jesse, they're like, "Hey, bro, that's all you. You got it." And I was like, "I don't know what to do."
They put all the pressure on you, huh?
Yeah, but I was like, you know what? You just got to take the bull by the horns and fucking do it.
Yeah,
so.
You just always got to be ready. I've learned that.
Yeah.
And I've been in some, I don't know if you have any situations. My biggest problem, because I'm by myself, I don't have a team. I'll have guys show up with me for events and help do interviews and stuff, but everything behind the scenes I do. But my biggest problem is audio. So I told you about this off camera, but I interviewed Trouble Kid.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be just me and him, and then next thing you know, the whole 52 mob shows up. And there's 5 guys on one little lavalier, and they're loud, they're drinking, they're having a good time laughing, and it's like the crunchiest audio ever. Yeah. But it is my most viewed YouTube video.
Yeah, that's
and it's so painful, and I'm like, I can't take it down, you know?
You're like, how do you guys like this?
Yeah. And then another moment like yours, I feel like, because Demiza's a legend, you know, and you had no idea, and, you know, Lefty Gunplay. I was using the lavaliers forever. There's cords, people got to carry it around and shit, you know. So I had just got a cheaper Bluetooth mic, right? And I show up to the event and I interview Lefty Gunplay. It was right before he popped off, but he was still everywhere. And I was like, I got to interview this guy. Amazing interview, right? Super cool guy. He was like, this is my homegirl interviewing me, all this shit, right? So I went home. No, I usually immediately listen, you know, after to see how I did. And you can't even hear him. The mic didn't work.
No way.
Yeah, so I tried my best to like add in words. I posted a few clips. Even those ones that are really shitty sound got like 132,000 views on Instagram.
Oh my God.
But I still kick myself in the ass. But I know I'll run into him again soon and make it right.
No, yeah, eventually, yeah. Especially with all the movement you've been doing. I saw that you were at the Marathon Burger.
Mm-hmm.
How was that? How was that event?
That was amazing. So I'll just show up to events. Like I feel like I kind of do news as well, but it's in the form of podcasting, you know? Big fan of Nipsey Hussle. Is one of my favorite rappers. So when I heard that was coming, I was like, I got to go to that shit. I actually had plans to go to Santa Barbara, and I was like, I'm not going to go. I'm going to show up. So I just showed up. I had my wagon, myself. I pull up, and I'm like, shit, there's nowhere to park. Took like 20 minutes to find somewhere to park. There's traffic. I'm late, right? And I pull up, and the whole block, like there was a line around the block the whole time I was there. And I was there from like 12 to 5. And come to find out, there was a line for days. You know?
Damn, like, but that was just to go inside and eat and stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
I haven't even made it inside yet. No.
Oh,
so I just posted up on the corner. I would, you know, pick people that look interesting to me. That's what I do with interviews usually, people that had marathon gear. And I was just interviewing people about it. It was an amazing event though. A lot of celebrities were there. I didn't have the opportunity to get in the back like I do sometimes, but there was basketball players, rappers, everybody you can think of. It was amazing.
Dang. Now I'm telling you, I saw the whole like recap that you did, or like the coverage, and I was like, damn, that was like crazy for you to just interview all those people. Like, it takes balls to do that, you know, like to actually take yourself there and put yourself in that situation, because not anybody could just do that.
I thrive off of that. It's like a thrill, you know. I set up my stuff. I'm like, hey, can I interview you? You know, and I'm super nervous, but in the end, it turns out dope. So,
and how does it feel like to actually get that interview, and then you're looking back, you're like, damn, I did that.
Amazing.
Yeah.
It's a good feeling for sure.
Man, like we should do a food vlog that day or whenever. We should go down there, Marathon Burger. That'd be cool.
We should, bro.
That'd
Yeah.
be cool.
That'd be dope. I'm down.
We've been saying on the podcast we're gonna do a food vlog. The only time we ever did a food vlog, kind of, wasn't really a food vlog, was when we had a food truck, Dos Compadres. We had like a little mini food vlog in the beginning of the podcast, and then started the podcast with the owner. That was pretty cool. But hopefully one day we'll do something.
Come down, dude. We got to collab for sure. And I have tried Marathon Burger. It was weird. Like a week before that, I was just hanging out down in Melrose. It's a popular spot to hang out down there. Bunch of underground clothing brands, no jumpers there and stuff on that street. So I just ran into the Marathon Burger and it was outside, and I was like, this is kind of weird. Like everything was outside. It wasn't open inside, but I hadn't realized that there was no grand opening yet.
Oh.
So I tried the Marathon a week before it opened, and it is a really good burger.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So you got to try it.
I've heard that used to be like a Johnny Rockets or something, right?
Yeah, because it has that cool vintage look.
Yeah, I seen that. Like people in the comments are like, oh, that used to be old Johnny Rockets, and I was like, what the hell? And I was over here thinking, hopefully they didn't just brand it over with Marathon.
No, they just got lucky with the building, and it's amazing. It fits the brand well, the red and white for the Marathon.
No, hell yeah, dang. And what was some of the music that kind of resonated with you with the whole Nipsey hustle?
So like I told you, around 2016, that was a weird year for me. That's when I was learning about law of attraction, manifesting, being positive, positive energy, positive thoughts. And Nipsey had a lot of that. So I used to scroll through Hot New Hip Hop.
Okay.
I forget you don't listen to hip hop.
No, but it's a page, right? It's on Instagram.
So back in the day, we had these pages. It might be up still. Pages where you go and get mixtapes. Listen to mixtapes because mixtapes are free.
Okay.
So I would scroll through and it had all the hottest new mixtapes, and I would discover artists that way. I would just click on, if it looked appealing to me, I'd click on it, start scrolling through their music. And that's how I discovered Nipsey. And he was talking about doubling up, writing shit down and following through, manifesting, making money, investing. And I was like, wow, there's a rapper that raps about this stuff. This is amazing.
Okay.
So that's when I first became a Nipsey fan.
Dang. Damn.
So sad I didn't get to interview him.
I know. I feel like you would have ran into him somehow. Like, I mean, you've had. What are some of the biggest artists you actually have come across?
So John B, that was my biggest, and that was a very surreal moment for me. I've been listening to John B since I was in elementary school. Like I told you, those are the artists that I get the most starstruck off of. And you probably don't even know who John B is, do you?
No. I'm imagining. I'm trying to see what he even sings. I don't know.
It's R&B. Okay. Yeah, I told you I love R&B. He's one of the R&B legends. He has a song with Tupac.
Okay.
And I've been listening to him since I was a kid. So that was a surreal moment for me. So one day I hit up the team from Dilla Day. And I was like, hey, how can I get a media pass? Because I'll hit up people for media passes. And they're like, well, we want you to come to this first because we got to get to know you before we just bring you to Dilla Day. I was like, okay. And they sent me something about covering John B. So I wrote back. I was like, yeah, that sounds cool. But they never got back to me. So I'm sitting in this is when I lived in Lompoc. I'm sitting on my computer chair and I opened my email and it says like, hey, these are the details about this event. And I was like, what the fuck? You guys never replied. I didn't think it was, gonna go through. So my girl was sitting there and I was like, I just got this email. Should we go? And she was so supportive. She's always so supportive. So we got dressed and I went to LA and I was covering it by 8:00 at night.
Oh my God.
So I go back there, right? And it's like, this is the first place where they have like this backstage area for artists. And it says like our Wi-Fi, the set times, there's food, there's Red Bulls back there. And that was just like one of the most surreal moments for me. I was so nervous. I was pacing around for like an hour because I'm doing it by myself,
Yeah.
And I got to interview John B. That's the biggest artist ever for me.
Yeah.
That was my surreal moment. Lefty was big, but Lefty makes you feel so comfortable.
At the time, like you said, he wasn't really like popped off like that.
Yeah.
It was right before he popped off.
Yeah, but he makes you feel so comfortable.
Yeah.
Like he was just like, he just embraced me, He was actually on the dance floor because I went to, I forgot the name of the Night of the Black Skin.
Oh, yeah.
So I showed up to that, and he was on the dance floor. I was like, hey, Lefty, can I get an interview? He's having a good time dancing. He's like, oh, yeah, come on. Came out, gave me the interview and everything. So Lefty, cool. John B. George Paniche, I don't know if you saw that. Do you know who that is? Mm-mm. Okay, so he's part of the marathon team. He's like the videographer, photographer. He made all the logos, album covers. I've been studying him for about 5 years and how he got himself into the game. And he just got in by offering people services and just like squeezing his way in there, you know? Mm-hmm. So I've been studying him forever, and I got to interview him. So that was big for me as well.
Dang. Oh, fuck.
I just show up places, bro. Like, I think success, 90% of it is showing up.
Yeah.
Even if I'm not invited for media specifically, I'll just show up. Like, after this, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm going to go to Heaven Sneaker Shop for the grand opening.
Oh, it's today?
And just interview people. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You never know who you're going to see.
No, yeah. I'm pretty sure. Hopefully they get some big names out there. Because I know. Not
Peso, OGZ, all them.
Yeah, they love going down there.
Yeah.
So, pretty sure there'll be somebody down there.
Have you had a moment like that?
Not yet. No, because honestly, I don't want to say like the biggest moment, but like something that kind of like took me back, that I was just like, damn, is this real? Is when it was our first interview. We had a local group from here in Oxnard, Los Primos de la R. So at the time, they didn't have an accordionist. Like, it was just like guitars and bass. But then they started getting a little bit more recognized because they started playing more traditional norteño, which is accordion, guitar, bass, and drums. And when I had them on, like, I just couldn't believe that there's an actual group that's willing to collaborate with me, you know, come here and talk to me. So that was the only real, like, biggest thing. And then to this day, like, we're really cool. I know their brother. Like, that's how we actually came about. Like, I knew the brother before I knew the group. And then now, like, we're cool. Like, we literally text each other to talk shit, like, whatever. So that was one thing for me. But
believe it or not, moments like today are like that for me. Mm-hmm. Even with your podcast, I'm like, someone gives a fuck enough to want to have me on their show and interview me.
Yeah, I want to talk about that too. Is that, so when I asked you, I'm like, do you want to come on the podcast? You were kind of like, I don't know, because I've never really, like, I don't put myself out there that way. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, I know, but I forgot. We had a podcast and we were like talking about you. We're like, dude, AudicyVisuals, she's got some good interviews. She got great content. Like, you know what? What I haven't seen is somebody interview her. We need to have her on the podcast. And that's where the actual idea to have you on actually came about. It was through a podcast.
I haven't even seen it yet.
I know. I remember. I can't remember. I can't remember. It might have been with the boys Neto G and Bent, if I'm not mistaken.
I know they brought me up in that one, but there was nothing about you bringing me on.
It might have been off camera too. Then I don't know, but no, I swear we recorded it. It was something like that. It has to be that. But yeah, that's how it came about. But you were saying, not that you didn't say no. You just said you weren't ready at the time, right? You were like, I don't know.
Oh, we did talk before we actually planned something, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said I just...
This was last year, I think.
Okay.
And you said you were trying to line some stuff up so that way when you come out here, you actually had work.
Okay. So yeah, I don't even remember that conversation.
Yeah.
So you're just asking me how I feel about, like, being on a podcast, or?
Yeah. How do you feel like now that you're actually, like, putting yourself out there? Like, this is who I am, the person behind the camera.
Yeah. So I did it for the first time 4 years ago. But I always said I wouldn't be on camera. I'm always behind the scenes, you know, kind of like DJ Vlad, kind of, you know. I guess it's just not being in control of what I'm going to say, and I don't have control of editing and chopping it up and what I'm going to put out there, you know. But that last interview I did, I haven't watched it since I put it out, you know. But I was coming on your show. I was like, I got to listen and see how I am on camera, you know. Yeah. And every time I do it, I get nervous, but it flows fine, and I actually enjoy it, you know? And it's good for, you know, the fans to know who I am and get to know more about me. But I was on the radio one time, and that was not planned, and I was like, my voice is shaky, I'm all red and shit, right? So there was this 14-year-old rapper from where I'm from, and I had been trying to get a hold of Mambo. Mm-hmm. Because I was like trying to get artists on there, you know? So I shared a 14-year-old rapper, and they hit me up. They're like, this is amazing. Where'd you find this kid at, you know? So next thing you know, we're on the radio because of this kid. So they're interviewing him. I'm behind the scenes chilling, taking pictures, having no idea they're going to ask me to get on, right?
Yeah.
And then Mambo looks over. He's like, well, yeah, we found him from your page. Can you tell us a little bit, So I sat down. I was like, holy shit, I did not plan that. But after when I listened, it sounded all right. So
Yeah.
I guess we're just in our head and in our bodies too much.
Yeah, for reals. Yeah, like I'm telling you, I would much more rather be behind the scenes and like do the director's work. That's over here. But man, I mean, I feel like it's just in us. Like that's who we are. That we're just like let's just do it. Like we got to take control of it. If we want, we know what we want, so we're gonna do it ourselves. What does it say? There's a saying that like, if you want something done right, you do it yourself.
I think we're both that way.
That's why I'm just like. That's why there was a little bit about that in my head that I was like, you know what, today's gonna go good. Like, I know your quality of work. I know my quality of work. Us together, I don't think anything bad could happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I was just like, let's just get it done. Like I didn't want to be that guy to be like, hey, I'm so sorry, a family emergency happened.
No, I appreciate you. Yeah.
Yeah,
I appreciate it because I was ready. Like I told you, man.
Yeah.
This is my second podcast I've been on. Right. A little nervous, not too much. You guys are super cool, and I've watched, how you guys get down and stuff. I trust you. You're not gonna put anything I don't want out. So that's another reason why I'm on here. So
yeah,
that's cool. You guys do that. You make people comfortable. But I made sure I got up super early. Left my house at 9. It's only 45 minutes from here. So I had to be here by 12. Went to go get some good healthy food. Got a nice juice. Went to the park. Did a walk. Did some meditation, and came ready to kill it.
Man, I'm telling you, like I was barely waking up, looking through the closet, like what am I gonna wear? And then I feel my pocket shake, it vibrate, and I was like, oh shit, she's ready. God damn, and I'm barely waking up. I was like, damn, I'm not on the ball, man. I'm falling behind. I gotta get ready. So I was like, man, let's just get it done.
But you're here, But yeah, it did take me a lot of preparation to be comfortable and sit here. But even as we're sitting here, I'm still nervous, No,
yeah. Let's take a little bit of those nerves off. So I interviewed you. You want to interview me now?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, let's see.
Yeah, let's get it. All right. So Yeah. So tell me about the group. Who's part of the podcast?
So it's me, it's my boy Jesse, and my cousin Angel, and then we got a director. We try to keep him like they don't really know who he is, but if you come on the podcast, you know who he is. And then if you've watched some of our videos, a lot of people are always giving him shout outs. Like, hey, shout out the director, shout out the director. So, yeah, it's what is that? That's a total of 4 of us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how'd the podcast start?
The initial idea was Jesse. He was the one that was like, I want to do a podcast. But his podcast was going to be, I don't want to say a rant, but it was going to be him talking about sports and giving his perspective on sports. What does he think and projections, whatever. And I'm telling you, it didn't. I don't want to say it fell through, but he didn't like it. He did it. He recorded himself, and then I was like, "Hey, where's the video? Like, what's going on?" He's just like, "Nah, dude, that shit ain't gonna work out. I don't look good on camera." And I was like, "Okay." And yeah, COVID happened, and that idea was still in my head. I was like, "Damn, bro, like, we need to do something, especially because the area at the time there was nothing out there for our area." And I'm just like, dude, we look at all these podcasters. They're all in LA. Like, there's nothing here for us. So I'm just like, why don't we do that? But it wasn't with the intention that we're going to interview only artists. It was like, let's pop up shop and let's see who comes.
Mm-hmm.
What do they say? You build it and they'll come, whatever. Mm-hmm. That was kind of like what was really going through our heads. And especially because me and Jesse have a really good relationship where we talk to each other. We don't agree 100% on everything. But the thing is about me and him is that we can agree to disagree. And that's very rare nowadays with people. You can disagree with somebody and then there'll be a clash.
Mm-hmm.
But with me and him, it's like we have an understanding. Like, bro, you don't agree with what I'm saying, but at the same time, you're not being disrespectful. And that's always been the same thing with my cousin. Me and him disagree on a lot of things, but at the same time, we don't lose that respect. And that's why I was like, who better to have on the podcast than them too?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that was kind of like how it all came together.
Oh, I had already asked you if you had a surreal moment. You said the first show.
Yeah.
Anything? Let's see how I can phrase this.
Don't worry, we edit everything. So
no, I hear you. I hear you. Any podcasts that just went south?
Honestly, well, besides the one that I told you off camera, there was another moment that was very real, like, and it was between me and my cousin. Again, I know my cousin won't get mad. I won't go too far into detail, but the thing is, we weren't seeing eye to eye on a certain thing, and we had a guest, and I had to get really real with him in the moment.
Oh, it was on camera?
Yeah, it was bad. Like, I love my cousin. He's my brother. I love him. He knows that. So that's what I'm saying. I know he won't get mad, but I had to get really real with him in that moment. And I know the guest, luckily I know him personally. And I told my cousin in front of him, I was like, bro, you're lucky that he is super cool. Anybody else that would have been in that chair would have been like, don't ever come to this podcast. They're so unprofessional, this and that. But just off of that one incident. But that was one moment that I was just like, holy shit. Like,
did it get put out there or no?
No, I edited it out. If you guys, I dare you to go try to find something, but nah, it was perfectly edited. Everything was smooth. I'm telling you, the guest was super cool. He understood. He's like, bro, I understand. Like, you guys are family. Like, you guys have that friction, you know, like brother and sister, you know, like you guys are gonna have that, and not animosity, but you know what I mean, that energy that you guys can go off at each other at any moment. So, but yeah, that was one moment that I was just like, holy shit, and I've never talked about that on the podcast.
What's the importance of, the integrity of your podcast? Because you told me some things off camera, and I'm like, that would have went viral. That would have took you to the next level, but you refused to put it out there. What's the importance of that for you?
Well, it's also kind of like what you also agreed on, that we can go viral, yeah. But the thing is, look at the situations, those people that have gone viral, what their situation is right now. Like, legal charges, like, even like threats. Like, what's the necessity in that, you know? Like, we're all just regular Joe Schmoes. We're not celebrities. We're not public figures. We're not at a certain level where it's like, I got money, I'm gonna do whatever I want and nobody can say anything about it. Like, nah, bro, we do a 9 to 5. We take care of our families, and that's it. We don't have the necessity of like going viral just so that way we can make a couple bucks. But then we still gotta go back to our regular life, you know. Like, I'm not gonna risk Jesse's family, my cousin's family, my family over a video. Like, we're just trying to have a good time. That's it. We're just trying to have a good time. Put your guys' content out there, spread the word, and move on. There's nothing really more than that, at least at this point. Who knows, far like years from now. But at least that's what I think.
Yeah, I respect it. I'm the same way. So we put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into our platforms, a lot of time, not much in return as of yet, you know? What keeps you going?
Honestly, like little moments like Antweezy, Underground Magazine, just meeting, like, I want to say next level people. Like, Antweezy was the next level for us because we had never been invited to anything. But at the same time, it was just very shocking. Like, damn, there's a group of people that want us to be a part of something bigger than us. And then now us getting introduced to the Underground Magazine guys, they're also like, we want you to be a part of this, what we're doing. And I'm just like, holy shit. Like they see something in us that we probably don't see in ourselves. And then they're kind of like, you got to keep going. I feel like that's one thing that kind of pushes me in a sense, because I'm the one that like organizes it. Like, I tell the boys, hey, we gotta record this day, or hey, what day is best for you guys so we can set up a date or whatever. So seeing the progress of the podcast like grow and somewhat being important to somebody else is what kind of keeps me going. It's like those moments that I'm just like, I don't know if we should still do this, you know? Like, it's just like, it's very eye-opening just to see like, damn, this guy is, I don't want to say more invested into our podcast than us. It's just that they see that we're like, how do you say, not a stepping stone, but a key I don't know, you say factor, whatever you want, and their future. You know, down like we're gonna be helpful in for whatever they're doing at that time.
So you do it for the same reasons I do it, to put people on, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my long-term goal, is to have like a huge platform and just put people on that usually wouldn't have that opportunity, you know?
Yeah.
That's one of the best things about it.
Because a lot of the people that we've interviewed, even you, it's like a lot of it's like diamonds in the rough. Like they're just overshadowed by these big name artists, and they're probably from the same area. It's just that they're not getting that spotlight.
Mm-hmm.
Like we had on recently was J-Lock. He's amazing. He raps, he sings, like he can even do rock. Like who does that?
Mm-hmm.
And he's only 16. You know what I mean? Like all these other people. That's what I told him too. Is like there's people that are like 40 something years old. They've already gone through the whole industry thing, and then they don't have the same drive as you. You're 16. Like they probably have made it further than you, but they don't even have that drive anymore. Just because they're like, I've been there, done that. It's like, bro, you're already up there. What are you doing? You know?
Mm-hmm.
But there's that kid as proof. Like he's got the drive, and he's barely starting, and he's just like, bro, I'm constantly working on my craft.
Do you have a set of like top supporters?
What do you mean?
Like a group of people that really fuck with your podcast? Every time you post it, they share it, comment.
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
That's coming with another question. I know
Okay.
you're like, what the fuck?
No, because I don't know if you want me to say who, but yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to shout them out, but no, you don't have to. Are they friends and family, or are they strangers?
Strangers.
Isn't that so weird?
It is, but at the same time, I understand. Like I was thinking about this question honestly the other day. It was not the question, but I was thinking about that situation. It's crazy how when you run into your family, they support you. Oh my God, Hector, you're doing such a great job with the podcast. I love it. Where's that love whenever I post something?
Mm-hmm.
Where's the like? Where's the comment? Where's the sharing? Where's anything? Where's even a DM?
How do I even know you're watching it? I didn't even know you knew about my podcast.
Exactly. And then it's funny because you run into those people that are like, oh, you're still doing that little podcast thing?
That little podcast thing, I love it.
Yeah, and I'm just like, yeah, bro. But like at the same time, I why am I gonna invest that energy into that person if they're not even investing that energy to me? So I'm kind of like, if you support, cool, bro. But I don't want to let that ruin our relationship as family. You know, like
it's true.
For what? Like, I know you have your own personal issues, whatever. So do we, but we put that to the side to build this. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't want to help out, then that's cool.
Yeah, but don't try to hop on, you know, once it's gaining traction and all that.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm just like, cool.
I'm watching you, you know?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, okay, I'm going to write you down now.
What's your favorite episode and why?
Again, my boys, Los Primos de la R, it's because all the episodes are individually good in their own way, and I enjoyed them because they helped grow this podcast. But the reason why I always bring them up is because, number one, I got drunk. That's number one. But honestly, like, them just like giving me the trust that I was going to be the first person to interview them and actually like show their craft and put their name out there. They trust me. That was like a very like big thing for me.
Big for you.
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where are you trying to take this podcast?
Shit. Hopefully the goal is for it to pay itself. I don't want to make profit. I wouldn't turn it down, but for it to pay itself, just not any of it come from out of pocket. Like I want it just to take care of itself and us just come here, talk shit, cool. And if it grows into a bigger studio, great. Let's keep it going. But honestly, I don't have like crazy ideas like, oh, I want to be the next No Jumper. I want to be the next Bootleg Kev. Again, if it happens, it happens. Mm-hmm. But that's not my goal. I don't want to, because I mean, at the same time, I've thought about it in the past where it's like, do I really want my face out there? Mm-hmm. Do I really want all that attention about me when I'm out on the street like that? Like, no, I really don't. But if it happens, it happens, and if it doesn't, then it doesn't. Like, yeah,
that's fair. Yeah, that's all the questions I got for you, bro.
Dang.
Usually I prepare, you know.
Yeah, so. No, those are but they're good questions. And I mean, how long was that? Like what? Like a good 20 minutes?
Was it?
Probably, Mr. Director. Okay, he's talking about the whole thing. No, he's talking about the whole thing. You see what I mean? There's times where he's locked in. There's times where he's not. But no, I mean, I appreciate you coming and talking to us. Like, I mean, I'm telling you, this was the goal when we had the homies from Lompoc. Was I wanted to get you on here, give a little bit of backstory of where you come from, what do you do, and I want to end it off with this: where do you want to see yourself in the next 5 years?
I would like to see myself, I would like time freedom and financial freedom. And I would like for my podcast to pay my bills so I can quit my 9 to 5. And I see myself on red carpets. I see myself traveling United States, maybe even the world, going to different events and just covering media and being one of the top, media businesses there is.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure, I mean, you got our support. You're starting to get a lot of the 805 supporting you too. So it's only a matter of time, at least for I
appreciate it. That's a vision. I manifest that daily, bro.
Hell yeah.
Just waiting for it.
Like we always tell everybody, you're always welcome back whenever you want, or even share whatever you want. Shoot me a DM, work it out. And
I'm proud of you, bro. How was it? Now that you did it by yourself, what do you think?
Honestly, I'm still a little bit nervous just because the cameras are on. I know once we turn them off, we're going to talk and it's going to be like laugh. Nothing happened. Yeah. But it was okay. Honestly, I do need this. I need the experience. I need the practice.
Of course. You going to do it more? Or?
We'll see. I mean, I don't know.
It's not the plan, huh? It's not the plan for you to do it on your own.
But I mean, it's good to have it in the back of the pocket, just to be like, you know what, I could do this. I don't need to worry about it.
Well, maybe I'll have you on one day where I actually prepare and get you a little OudicyVisuals interview.
Yeah, I mean, I can't wait for that one. Just
you do it for sure. Okay, all right.
But just like that, everybody, you guys already know. We will see you on the next one. Later.